Thanks for joining us. I'm Brianna Malloy. An investigation is underway right now after dozens of migrants were found dead inside an 18-wheeler in South Texas. The victims were trapped inside the truck as temperatures outside reached 100 degrees. More than a dozen people had to be taken to the hospital. Some of those victims are children. The police chief says this is the largest migrant tragedy that he can remember in the city.
The plight of migrants seeking refuge is always a humanitarian crisis, but tonight we are dealing with a horrific human tragedy. Officials count more than 14,000 search and rescues along the U.S.-Mexico border since October. That's about 1,000 more than the total for the last fiscal year, and we still have 3 more months to go. And not all the migrants are found in time. Governor Abbott taking to Twitter to blame these migrant deaths on President Biden. He writes they're a result of his deadly open border policies. They show the deadly consequences of his refusal to enforce the law. Democratic candidate for governor Beto O'Rourke writing, "This is devastating. Our thoughts go out to the families of those who lost their lives." He also says we need urgent action to dismantle human smuggling rings and replace them with expanded avenues for legal migration that reflect our values and meet our country's needs. The trial in Russia for WNBA star and Baylor alum Brittany Griner is expected to start this Friday. Griner appeared in a Russian courtroom for a preliminary hearing on Monday. She's been sitting in a Russian prison for more than 6 months. Russian authorities are accusing her of smuggling drugs, an offense punishable by up to 10 years in prison. Griner's supporters argue her case is being used by Russia to put pressure on the U.S. in the midst of the war in Ukraine. The U.S. State Department says she's being wrongfully detained.
Well, good morning. We're going to be tracking the potential for an isolated shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. About a 20% chance of rain today. I think it'll be less than what we saw yesterday afternoon. Highs getting back into the mid-90s. Take a look at that 10-day forecast because we'll get a break from the rain chances coming up tomorrow. But a tropical system gets closer to us by the end of the week. 40% chance of rain Friday, a high of 93. After that, though, it looks like the heat builds back in, getting closer to 100 for July 4th and maybe as high as 102 later on next week.
Thank you for watching this Alexa update. To find these stories and more, visit KXXV.com.